Hey, Steve Stine from GuitarZoom here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I want to introduce you to an app that might be very beneficial to your playing or practicing, and it's called Jamzone. Now, they didn't pay me to do this. I want to talk about this app because I came across it and I thought it was really incredible, because oftentimes when I'm trying to practice to songs, one thing that I used to do is I would try and do the stem separation and all that sort of thing, and it didn't always sound very good. And again, the technology is getting there, no doubt about it. But with this, what's happened with Jamzone is that they've professionally re-recorded popular songs and then given you a mixer so you can decide how much or how little of each instrumentation you want and whether or not you want to pull it out completely. So if I want to practice to something, let's say I want to practice to, a Steve Vai song, I can pull the guitar parts out and leave the rest of it, and then I can practice to it. I could also use that same track to record myself playing and post it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever it might be. And I could actually use that for performance as well. I could run it into a PA in front of people, and I could, make a set list, which is in the app and all that sort of thing. So let me show you something really quick. First thing we're going to do here is we're just going to look at the website. Okay, so stage performers, teachers and students, cover bands, live band karaoke. Now, what's really cool about this is the fact that it's got this mixer. And that's really what I want to show you. That's the part I want to get into. So here's what it looks like. Here's my iPad. That's what you're looking at right now. So basically what I can do is just choose a song. I can go into various playlists and find something that I like or whatever it might be. Now, I have the Pro version because I use it for posting on social media platforms and things like that. And there's a free, a premium, and a Pro version. And you can go to the website and read about what the differences are. But because I want to stay as protected as possible when using it on social media, or I haven't used it in performance, that sort of thing, but I could see how this would work. And again, I want to show you that in a second. So let's just say I did something like Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. So I click on it, it pops up, and then I can see on the top, okay, up here, I can see the different sections of the song. And then in the middle, that's where the chords and such are going to be. And then the bottom is going to be the mixer. So if I look at the bottom, I've got the click track, the drum kit, bass, acoustic, electric, backing vocals, and lead vocal. Okay? So if I just play this song. So let's say that's what I want to do, but I don't want the click in there, so I'm going to mute that. And then that main guitar part that we're hearing, let's just go back a little bit and listen to that. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back a little bit, start it again. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is that I could solo up that track to learn it, to memorize it. I could go on, Ultimate Guitar or something, find the tab, and I could learn how to play this just soloing up that track, okay? And if I need to, I could turn the click back on, or maybe I turn the drums on. You see what I mean? Or maybe I wanted to learn the acoustic guitar part, so I turn that on. So this app works really great for learning parts because you can isolate that part and just listen to it. Now, you don't need the drums in there, but maybe it's nice to have that so you can follow along. But that's one way. The other way would be to go the reverse direction. So let me go back here. Let's say we've now learned how to play those guitar parts. I'm going to play that electric part. So again, everything is activated now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the electric guitar part, and I'm going to practice along with it. So now I'm playing that. Da, 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 dum. That's what I'm playing. Okay? So that's another way that you could use this. And by removing those parts, if we think about it, this is where the performance aspect comes in. Let's say I'm playing acoustic guitar or I'm playing electric guitar or whatever, and I've got a singer with me, and we're going to play at a little club. There's whatever. We don't have a full band for whatever reason. Maybe we choose to not have a full band to make a little more money, or, it's just something that we put together really quick for a party or whatever it might be. So what I can do then is I can decide here what I want to remove. So if I move up a little bit more into, let's say, the verse, I'll enable that too.
Used to spend my nights out in a barroom.
Okay, so I'm going to take those vocals out, okay, because, whoops, sorry, there we go. I'm going to take those vocals out because I have somebody that's going to sing along, and I'm going to be playing acoustic. So I'm going to remove the acoustic as well, and now we're going to play this. I'm playing acoustic, somebody is singing, and we're performing this. We could look at this to know where the chords are, to know where we are in the song, to know the lyrics. They're all there. We could be looking at that if we need to. Okay, you can speed it up a little bit. You can change the key. I can go here, for instance, and move it down a whole step, which is really great because if somebody needs it to be in a different key to sing along, or maybe the song is normally a half step down, but you've got a standard tune guitar, you could just change the tuning of that a little bit to adjust whatever you need, and you're ready to go. And there you can see I can slow it down or speed it up, which is really beneficial when I'm practicing. But maybe even in the performance, it feels a little bit fast, and so I want to slow that down. I can do that. So there's lots of different things that you can do here with this app, far more. I don't want to spend 20 minutes going through everything. I just wanted to show you that if you are somebody that likes to practice to popular songs, okay, and again, I can go back, let's exit out of here, and it doesn't have to be, Chris Stapleton. You could look for whatever it is that you want. So if we wanted to look for something else, we could go to the search bar and type in, Metallica, for instance, just whatever it is. And we could pull up Nothing Else Matters. So now it's going to download it, and the same thing's going to happen. So now I have Nothing Else Matters, re-recorded professionally. Here's all the different parts to the song, okay? And again, you can see the click, and these are off. And it's because in the settings I have it set like that, so it automatically mutes all the guitar parts. Just makes it quicker for me as a guitar player when I want to play along. So that's what I've got. But if I play this now, and again, maybe I take that out of there, or maybe I have it in the background but very quiet. You see, so now I could add those strings back in, add the click back in, and I could be playing the part however I want. Let's head over to the part up here. Okay, there's that one. Let's go to this one, which should be the solo. Rhythm guitars. The solo. So again, I could isolate those, memorize those if that's what I'm looking at doing. And then I could do the reverse. I could mute those and then play along, record. Like there's just, if you look down on the bottom here, let me show you right down here, there's a record button. Let me get me out of the way. There's a record button right here, okay? Extensions, routing. You can decide how you want to route this, for instance. If you want stuff to go to the left or right, if you're one of those kinds of people that can run things into a headphone mix, for instance, and you want the click and then something else, or you want whatever on the left and whatever on the right, you can adjust the routing of that. So there's just all kinds of really great stuff that you can do. So it's worth exploring, I think, if, again, you're somebody that wants to practice along with things where you can remove and bring back in different kinds of instruments for practice, for whatever it is, and then you could do the same thing the other way for performance. And then, of course, like I said, if you get the pro version, you can do social posting with some of this stuff as well. And that way, oftentimes, and I know there's if you got to read in the terms there, but let's say you go on YouTube and you post something, and you get a check mark that this isn't allowed. They actually have a thing that you can send into YouTube that says, hey, I wasn't using that. I'm authorized to use this with Jamzone, blah, blah, blah. But again, you'd want to read about that. So anyway, hopefully that helps you and gives you some ideas of some things that you can do with this app. It's super cool and it's very useful for musicians of all kinds. And take care, stay positive. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this and to my channel wherever you are. And stay positive and, of course, keep practicing.